All right. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? All right. So, if y'all guys watched last night's NA meeting, we talked about this particular move happening almost to the T. We got that retest of 325, and yesterday's high of day was at 329, and that was all talked about in last night's NA meeting. And now that we've reached this level, we saw the initial rejection. However, one thing that I do want to note is that price is still technically in an uptrend, and price has not broken that trend yet. I was speaking to Smith. I do believe that price will kind of play around in this range, but I will be looking for a short around 345 to around 350. Or at least that's where I plan on actually starting a short. But I am in this currently long. It's not looking too hot right now, but I'm going to bet that price is going to trade into this range, and I'm actually going to get out of this move right here. I'm just going to take out this whole position right here. I do plan on scaling in at this level right here and stopping out at 223 if I'm wrong on this. That's where I plan on stopping out. Yeah, what's up, game weight? What's up? Did you catch? I mean, that's a silly question, but were you able to catch this move up today? I'm pretty sure you did. Or during yesterday's session, were you able to catch that? But yeah, so I bought price at the bottom of this range. Like I said, I'm going to bet that we at least get a retest of this high and possibly a test at the bottom of this range. And this is where we'll see the rejection. I don't think we go above this range tomorrow unless, I mean, this is a big unless. Because if we see some erratic price action a day ahead of major news that has not been released, I mean, it's not like we haven't seen it before, but obviously people in higher places have passed on the information that what the CPI is most likely going to be, and they're already playing the numbers already. But I would highly doubt that we see a big move a day ahead of CPI. I would highly doubt that. And so that's where I got my money at. I mean, like I said, if I get stopped out of this one, I get stopped out. But I am looking for a retest at this high and possibly 50. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Because that means that if price continues to go up higher, then they could be possibly trying to take out 400. And then I'll be looking at a level at 405 for a possible rejection. Now, price could possibly go up here to 390 or 359, 360 at this value area high right here. I'm saying 350. I'll probably start a position around 350, but it can possibly get up here to 359, 360 for sure. So I will be looking out for that, but I'm definitely, if I can catch this short, I'm catching it. And on the ES, now I'm thinking on the ES, if if we do see that move up, I'm thinking that the most we probably get is like 813, 815 ish. I think that's the most we get on the ES. It's going to probably run this high. We'll see a stop run above that high. It'll probably tap into somewhere in this area, and then we see the rejection. We have FOMC minutes tomorrow. Actually, let's just look at the news and stuff. Let's just look at it so we can kind of talk about this. Yeah, Alfred, I definitely agree. I definitely agree. And of course you did gain weight, of course. Of course. I mean, gain weight. I'm a bull. I mean, I'm forced to be a bull. I no longer trust shorts. But something that kind of happens to always be true is when we get erratic price action. Every time we get erratic price action in one direction, that usually signals that on the way up, institutions are selling, 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 selling. But as price is going up, and then we get a massive correction down, kind of just like this. Look at just like this. It seems like every time when price is just rushing to the one side of the market, then we get a big correction. It's rushing to one side of the market, then we get a big correction. It just seems like it's always ahead of big news or major news. I mean, at this point, I mean, we can either acknowledge it and prepare, or we can just be blinded by bullish euphoria and get caught. Now, if I'm wrong, I mean, I'll stop out of the position and I will look for a long if I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm going to be wrong. It's highly likely that I'm not. But if I'm wrong, I'll accept it and I'll just find the next trade. I'll find the next trade. There will always be a next trade. But that's going to be my bias for tomorrow on the ES. I might actually just trade the ES tomorrow depending on what happens overnight. Because I mean, if it gets too crazy on the Nasdaq, I'm not really in the mood to be fighting her as she trades in one direction or in one direction to the up or downside, and then she'll trade through 5 levels of support and then trying to make a big correction up. I really don't want to deal with that crap tomorrow. I really don't. I really don't. If I can't catch anything before the craziness happens, I really don't want to deal with that. He says, pull up the daily reminder. Mm. Yeah, I'm about to pull up the news right now. Let me get this thing done. Yeah, so yeah, I saw that our boy Smith actually started the live stream. Our boy is back. The Smith is back. Yeah, it's definitely been a long time. I mean, I guess he's gotten through what he's gotten through. And he's slowly but surely coming back and streaming. But yeah, we have a small actually that's no, this can't be it. Is it? This can't be it. Because I could have sworn we had FOMC minutes tomorrow. This can't be it. Am I tripping? I could have sworn I saw that we had FOMC minutes tomorrow. Okay, so let's see that because I could have sworn I saw that. Yeah, this stupid page. Freaking swear. Okay, so yeah, I was like, dude, what the hell? It's like I know we had FOMC minutes. Why the heck are they doing this? Like, why did they do that? Anyway. So based on what I see, so I don't think so. Even though I mean, obviously the FOMC minutes is always going to be a report that you're going to have to pay attention to the reaction. That's obvious. But the focus is no longer on inflation no more. CPI is going to either make or break the Fed come Thursday, I'm pretty sure they're going to still cut rates regardless, but the market is going to see a bad CPI report. They're going to want to see inflation still going towards the Fed's goal of 2%. If we see the number coming above expectation, and we're seeing a super dump, there's no question. We're seeing a dump. It could be like maybe a 500 to 600 point dump, in my opinion. That's how bad it's going to be. And coincidentally enough, if price trades up into an area of resistance, I mean we've already done it. We've done it. But if we see like a big move tomorrow, let's just say I'm wrong about this 350 area where we could see a rejection. If I'm wrong about that and we see price continue to trade to the upside, then I know that the CPI report is going to come in bad, or it's highly likely that it will. But if we do see that rejection at 350 and price obviously trades lower and the institutions get that nice dip buy, then the CPI report is going to come in as expected. It's going to show that, oh my God, inflation has finally been defeated. We can live life now, even though things are still expensive as fuck. But the equity markets are obviously divorced from reality. So we have to disregard what we see in reality when we trade and trade the charts. So if the institutions are given opportunity for a dip buy, then I know that we're going to see a massive recovery on Thursday. I mean, all I got to do is pay attention to the charts. But it does appear that, I mean, the ES right now, I mean, we got a triple top right here. I mean, if they can find support and sweep the liquidity above these highs and then we see a dump, then that's okay. But if we can trade above this and trade into 822, again, I don't think the market is going to take out 830 on the ES tomorrow. I don't think we see 830 tomorrow. So if the ES is not going to take out 830, then I highly doubt that the Nasdaq will be trading higher either. So again, that's going to be my current bias until I'm proven wrong. And yeah, Alfred, I agree, man. This price action just kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks. This is definitely a dip buy, an opportunity to buy the dip. That's why I kind of bought right here. I do expect for a retest of this high, and I do expect for a stop run and back into this range. And from this range, I do expect for price to get rejected. I do expect a rejection from this range. So honestly, as I'm taking profits, I kind of also want to limit into a sell position as well. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Because I think I'm gonna get my target hit. I think I'm gonna get this hit for sure. I'll cancel this order if this. I mean, I don't expect this thing to hit now. I really don't. I don't expect this to hit. I mean, if it does hit, then I mean, I'll take it. But if I get my target hit, if price trades up into this range, I'm gonna take this order off because I won't trust any longs if we see a rejection from this range. I won't trust any longs. Yeah, we have FOMC minutes tomorrow. Hold on, hold on. Smith went short, right? Oh yeah, okay, never mind. I'm tripping. My bad. I'm tripping. I was like, how the hell did he almost get clapped? Going short. The market shorted from these highs, but I forgot. That was yesterday's session. Forgot. I mean, he didn't catch this? Oh, he lost? Oh. I mean, he did tell me that he almost blew the account, but I made the assumption that he made his money back because the market did. I mean, it did short. He should have made his money back unless he stopped himself out. But game weight, I know that you're a perma bull, man. I get it. You're gonna go long. Regardless, you're just gonna scale into the position because I'm pretty sure you got a good, nice, solid entry point, and you can safely scale and take drawdown, and you can just be a bull. But us regular folks, we can't do that. We don't got a position all the way down in 19, 18K like you do. We don't got that. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we don't got that, especially with these prop firms. I mean, the only thing, like I said, I'm kind of upset that I closed that swing position. And I had my target up here. And when it hit, I was like, man, I shouldn't have closed that swing position. But man, that hurt my feelings. But I think that's the last swing account I'm gonna get for a while. There's nothing wrong with it. I just find it I just find it kind of in the way sometimes. Like I have a good cushion in it. I think I have $1,500 in both the accounts of cushion now. It's just that swinging is kind of how do I want to say it? I don't know. It's weird. I kind of have to be in the mood to swing, but it just seems like a lot of the opportunities are happening intraday. And at least this week, a- it just seems like that swing account is kind of unnecessary because it seems like, I mean, if you catch this move during the day, it finishes its rotation mostly at the end of the day. And trying to find a new entry every day is kind of annoying, to say the least. But I guess when the market goes back to trading regular and I have to start swinging, then I'll start swinging. So I think what I'm gonna start doing with that swing account is just possibly just swinging over the weekend. Yeah, and I think you profit. I kind of wish that they kind of announced that they was actually going to this new programs that they have versus and not telling no damn body because I would have bought a few more of the beta versions of the swing account. I would have brought like two more. But you profit actually now. I mean, I think they switched up their whole. Hold on, let me do this off stream. They switched up their whole their programs. All their programs are now these swing accounts. Every single one now is are these swing accounts. I think you can still purchase the legacy accounts, is what they call them now. But every single one is that swing account. So I think they're doing away with Trade Evade and all that because all this stuff is now on Trading View. And as you can see, like this is like now their new little program. They no longer have their old accounts. I mean, yeah, like I said, you can still purchase the legacy accounts, but it seems like they're now focusing on these. And now their 30K accounts is $39. Their 50Ks are $49, and their 150Ks is $189. And there's like $150 activation fee on all of them. The big allure of the previous one was that it was $62, and that was it. So I kind of wish that they said, hey, this is your last chance to get them at this price. Buy it. They just updated it and tell no goddamn body. Bastards. I mean, something told me to buy like at least one more, but I thought that they was going to at least announce it before switching over, but they didn't. So, and honestly, I don't know if this is, I think this is what? I think this is still a static drawdown. I mean, if this is still a static drawdown, I mean, the mass loss. Okay, so the mass loss is still $1,000. The 50Ks are $2,000, and the 150Ks are $5,000. but with a $10,000 profit goal. Yeah, basically. Yeah, these are basically Top Step accounts. Because that's, I mean, honestly, Alfred, that was the first thing that I thought about. I was like, dude, Top Step is not that crucial, dude, for y'all to be copying their accounts, especially when you got these new prop firms that are coming out with instant funding, and you got one-way trip or one-way no activation fees over at MFF. You can't beat that. I mean, you can't compete with stuff like that with a $150 activation fee at the end of passing the eval. You just can't compete. Even Apex now has a $85 lifetime fee on their thing. They took away the subscription model, and now it's only $85 unless that's a promo. But even Apex is now doing $85. So I don't know what all these who these other prop firms think they are, and not getting rid of these activation fees when the prop firm industry is now moving away from this. But I think you profit can still get away with it because of the community that they serve. Like I said, I think they serve communities where not too many prop firms actually service them. So you profit can get away with it. Top Step, on the other hand, 253. I mean, if we do see a rejection right here, like I said, I guess I'm kind of prepared for it. I'll just take the loss. 29. Wow. Okay. I mean, if they do knock this thing down, I was telling Smith that I did want to originally get in at 245. I was like, uh, I'll just scale in at 245 and I'll just get in at the bottom of this range. But price could possibly come down here though. Hmm. Hey, what's up, Knife Art? What's up? You said that you have a 100K XFA? Yeah, like I said, like I said, I don't have any problem with Top Step. It's just that they're not changing the game or not changing the game. They still got, I mean, they don't even have to make big changes. If they just change their 50K account to almost similar to the MFF's 50K account, I mean, that's all they have to really change. They don't have to change anything else. A $150 activation fee at the end of their 50Ks, to me, in my opinion, makes absolutely no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. It's a 50K account with limited drawdown. I mean, with not yeah, with a small drawdown on it. I wouldn't pay the 150. I mean, all I have is 50Ks, and I refuse to pass these accounts. I still got this account that keeps recycling. This is one of the accounts that I purchased for $4.50. I would just pay Top Step $4.50 so I can keep Top Step X. But I will never buy another account because the 50K just doesn't make sense. That's all they need to change. I don't know if anybody made that suggestion to Top Step to just take away the activation fee at the end of the 50K and just increase the price like 60, $80, just like MFF. That's a good price. That's it. And you'll sell your 50Ks. Are you just pass those, Alfred? Yeah, I'm gonna keep those, and I'm just gonna keep those in rotation. I ain't gonna ever pass them damn things. I ain't gonna ever pass them. And yeah, gain weight. Yeah, it just the math don't make sense. I'm not paying $150 for no 50K account. I can only trade 5 contracts on. Only got $1,000 in drawdown, and those accounts get blown. All it takes is a one bad day, especially if you trade the Nasdaq. All it takes is one bad day. That's it, and that account is gone. At least with the 50K, you have like, dude, you have so much opportunities to be successful with that 50K. That 100K is kind of in the middle. I mean, shit, if you hit daily loss limit on the first day, then that second day is like, man, you gotta be perfect because all you got is $1,000 left. But on a 150K, I mean, you can work with $1,500. I mean, if you lose 3K on the first day, I mean, it's possible. It's especially if you over leverage, but you can work with $1,500 on the second day. You can work with that. You said, oh, they trade against you behind the scenes. Oh, so they took that away? Mm. I guess, I mean, huh. So what was Top Step's excuse for that? Because originally that was supposed to be there to help the traders. Is that something that you can optionally turn on and off? I haven't traded with Top Step, or I guess I can look. Yep, last month. I guess I can look to see if it's something I can turn on and off. Let me see. So you can set it a manual. Okay. Personal data loss limit. I mean, I guess. Nah, ain't nobody complaining about that shit. They was like, nah, we need it. Nah, nah. Ain't nobody complaining about that shit. They just needed a reason to keep people in that rotation. They just need you to keep you in that rotation. Cause I mean, dude, they can't compete with MFF. I just find it hard to believe that Top Step is competing with Apex and MFF when their evals are cheaper. Now I know, I mean, right now what's holding Apex back is all this payout crap that they're doing. I mean, that's holding Apex back. But once people start reporting that, okay, I'm getting my payouts from Apex now, everything's good, and they regain the public's trust in them, then Apex will be right back on top. MFF with their starter plans and starter plus plans, you can't beat those prices. And then now they got instant payouts as soon as you request it, you're getting instantly paid out. You can't compete with that. You just can't. Unless you're doing the same thing. Yeah, they definitely do, Alfred. And that's the whole point. I mean, we got to always remember that these people, no matter what they tell us, they are not our friends. They are not our friends. Their business model is dependent on you failing. They are not our friends. And they give you the leverage to blow your accounts because I mean, they know the psychology. They know the psychology. I mean, damn it, they got the guy that wrote that book about trading on tilt. I mean, he pops up on the show every now and then. You don't think that they had a conversation with him and was like, hey, so what have you seen? I mean, these people know the psychology of traders. They know if they can give you the rope to hang yourself, you will do it. And then after you get done hanging yourself, you'll come get some more. They know who the hell we are. They know who the hell they are. I mean, shit, I'm pretty sure they got somebody that spends thousands of dollars with them. They blow the accounts and they turn back around, reset the account, buy new accounts, buy multiple accounts. I mean, that's all they really want you to do for real. I mean, I guess at this point, the only prop firm I haven't gotten a payoff from is Apex. But that trader style, I mean, obviously that just goes against me. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but Apex payout structure and Apex trailing drawdown, that just goes against who I am. I mean, anything where I have to eat a trailing drawdown, yeah, that's just not who I am. I don't mind price coming back to my break even as like the only thing that I care about is that it hits my target and not my stop. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. I don't want to focus on anything else. Yeah, it sucks if price comes back to my break even, but if it hits my target, that's all I care about. Mm. Oh yeah. So I want to give a shout out to the and here's what's crazy. This is how I know YouTube is just it's just uh, because the crazy thing is I could not find this guy until I found him. So trading Nasdaq or trading NQ futures. So yesterday I mean, this is like the craziest thing yesterday. So I was in the Think with Bookmap Discord as I usually am. And if I'm looking at the charts and I'm looking at people's comments, if I see, somebody saying something that how do I want to say this? If I see somebody saying something that is not necessarily true, or not necessarily true, but I guess I'm trying to be nice about this. If I see something that was said that was wrong, like if someone says, "Oh, we're going here," and I look at the charts and say, "No, that's not where we're going." So I would just put, or at least give my insight on what may happen. And coincidentally, this guy said that, I'm looking for, what did he say? He said he was looking for 2075. And so I looked at the chart. I looked at the chart and I was like, huh, yeah, I can see it going to 2075. But if it gets to 2075, then we're going down to like at least 980. We're going back into this range. And so I was like, you know what? Yeah, 2075 will definitely work. And I was like, you know what? This can actually go all the way back down to 980 because this area right here is where the bulls found support. We have all this support in this range. We can definitely see a move to 980. Or where was that at? Obviously, we got to move all the way down to 948. And so as I was saying that, I was saying, it looks like the bulls are going to fail right here. Because as we talked about yesterday, look how many times that the bulls tried to push price higher. We have to pay attention to the actions of market participants. If we're seeing a lot of action, but we're not seeing any movement, all I see is just buy stops or sell stops building underneath a range. That's all I see. And the crazy thing is, as soon as I said that, that's when we got this big move down. As soon as I said, look, the bears are going to fail, we're going to see a run on liquidity. And we got this big, massive move down. And he featured me in his recap video, which was pretty cool of him. And he told me about it. And I'm not going to lie, that actually kind of made me feel like all the work that I put into the charts, I guess it's like a recognition thing. It was like, huh, I guess I never really looked at it like that. But then it kind of opened that reality. It was like, huh, someone actually, because he didn't have to do that. He did not have to give props at all. He could have been like, yeah, we was talking about this and this is what we got. But he did that. And I appreciate that. And it kind of gets me thinking like, yeah, I guess I'm going in the right direction because as I was telling Smith about this, The crazy thing is, if he never said anything, I would have never. If he never said anything, I would have never said anything. And that's just one of those things where it's like what a small world. It's one of those things where like what an alternate universe. Like in this universe, I did it, but this universe I didn't. And I was just thinking about just something that small, something that small. Just because he said something, I reacted to it. I responded, and as soon as I was like, yeah, we're going to get this drop, we're going to see a massive drop down. That's when it happened. I was like, wow, stuff like that really interests me. It really does. So lets me know I'm on the right track. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And like I said, me and Smith, we kind of want to be we want to be the how do I want to say it? Want to be one of the big dogs in this game, man. No more trades by Matts, no more Patricks, no more of them. The real traders coming here. The real traders. Not throwing shade to any of those guys, but you know how it goes. When you come at the king, you bet not miss. And I'm okay with building this channel up. I'm not in a rush at all. I realized when I started doing this, I realized that there's a lot of twists and turns in this game, man. I realized that, wow, it's no wonder why it takes people 5 years. Because I mean, trades by Matt, Patrick, all the big names, they've been in the game for so long. They've been in the game for so long. So where they're sitting at, it did not happen overnight. It did not happen overnight. It took consistency. It took people discovering them. It took people saying that, this is somebody that I guess I trust. Or if I don't trust this person is entertaining to watch. Or when I trade, I don't mind having this person playing in the background. It took years of them building up their audience and getting to where they are now. Even ICT, because when I first discovered ICT was literal over. He was under 100K subs. He's at 1 million now. But when I first discovered him, he was not at 1 million subs, and he didn't have his cult following. So that right there tells me that if I come into this game thinking that I can just pop out and like, hey, look, I mean, I'm really good at analyzing the charts and I'm really good at calling things out. And I have a understanding of what makes the market move and expect people just to flock to me just because of that. And especially when there's other traders out there, well, I'll find out if I believe that bull crap. So I'm gonna show up consistently. That's something that nobody has to ever worry about. I mean, unless it's something that's dealing with my family or something like that, I'm gonna always show up. Because again, that's just my personality type. I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna always come on these charts and do my best. I'm gonna always try to grow, always try to explain what I'm doing. I do feel like my calling is to serve, not necessarily be a servant, but just to serve. I feel like as humans, which is crazy to say, I think we're built to be servants. I feel that once we stop working, that's when we begin to die. And if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have nothing that you're working for, you slowly begin to emotionally, physically, and mentally die. And once I discovered that truth, at first I hated it because, I mean, at least society teaches you that you work hard and you retire. Well, what's that word retire mean? That means that you're retired. You're no longer of use. You're being thrown away. And the world or whatever is moving on to the next. I mean, they're kind of telling you what retirement means. And once I discovered that for myself, the one thing that I've always told myself is what can I do for the rest of my life? And trading and teaching, That's something that you can do forever. Even if your body is physically broken, as long as your mind is working, you can do this. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see if the Bears are going to knock this thing down. Like I said, I'm prepared. I think that we can possibly see 49, 50, 45-ish. We could possibly see a move down here. I mean, if we see a break below like 40, and I mean, I guess it could bounce in this range, but I'm not going to move my stop. I'm just going to get stopped out. But I'm going to keep this long. Like I said, I'm going to keep it because we do got that high at 268. Wonder if that's where we bounce at 268. Yeah, we kind of bounce at that high. So if the Bears had wanted to knock this down, they would have done it already. So I'm gonna stay in this long. I'm staying in this long. I'm gonna stay in this long. And trades by Sherm. I mean, yeah, and honestly, kind of going off of what you said, game weight, I think that's kind of what YouTube wants me to do. I think they want me to pay to play. I'm just not willing to do that. I'm not that I'm not that invested. I'm not that invested in terms of, dude, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna show up every day, man. I appreciate those that join. I mean, if it's only one person that joins, dude, I appreciate that. My my energy is not to be a clown. I'm not here for entertainment. I can be entertaining, but I am not here to be entertainment. The jester. Uh, but I'm definitely here to teach because, like I said, I already told myself that if I was ever in a position where I can teach this stuff and to be able to change people's lives and teach them how to trade so they can feed their family, stuff like that brings purpose to me. As a man, you just kind of know, like, just to be able to help somebody out, help another man out so they can feed their family. Yeah, that brings that lights a fire in me. It's like, yeah, I can do that. And I don't have to know you personally, but that's just good karma for me. It's just good karma, good energy. That's all it is. I almost stopped doing this crap because I was like, dude, I gotta do thumbnails and crap. Like, I don't want to do that shit. I just want to turn the damn thing on and just trade. That's it. But thumbnails are a part of the game. Titles are a part of the game. Understanding the platform you want is a part of the game. Like, I get more engagement on Twitter because Twitter is just it is what it is, man. It's a whole melting pot of everything, but uh Twitter is always that I just want the information. I just want it. Just put it in a package to where I can easily consume it and I'll move on. YouTube is more like they want to be entertained. Like if you look at all the big trading channels, not like the streamers, but the big channels, they're not really necessarily talking about anything. It's all entertainment. People just come to YouTube to be entertained. Yeah, and the SEO too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is definitely true. Like I am not here to be in. I'm not a jester, dude. I'm not. I'm not. That's why, like I said, I guess I'm just more comfortable on Twitter. But obviously, Twitter is not. Um, I mean, if you can stream on Twitter, I really don't even care to learn. I'll just keep it. I'll just stay on YouTube. I don't even. I don't want to even set anything up. I'm not going on Twitch because Twitch is definitely that's just a different vibe. That's a different vibe. Yeah, that's a different vibe. I'm not ever dealing with that crap. But we'll see. I mean, if you're just gonna run the Bears out of their positions, just do it. I mean, we all know that you're gonna break out. I mean, once they made this low right here, this long was going is it's guaranteed. We're at least going back and retesting this. We're at least retesting this. And this is the low that I'm talking about right here. That low right here. Now, if the Bears come in and they knock price underneath that range, I mean this low, then this position might be in trouble. Might be. But as long as they find support here at 45, then I'm good. As long as they find support here at the top of this little range that they got, like right here. As long as they find support here. Because they did break out here. They did break out. Then we did get a pullback. And then we got that move up. Hey, gang weight. We don't want to listen. We don't want profits. We want to stay in drawdown always. We want to stay in drawdown. We want to gamble always. But yeah, gang weight, man. If you want to do that, man, I'll help you set up, man. I definitely will help you. I definitely will help you set up, dude. Yeah, we want chaos. We don't want profits. You want to stay in drawdown always. We want to gamble always. Gambling is fun, baby. It's the last game in town. That's why everybody does it. Gambling is fun. Like, dude, that is so real, man. Like, when I initially became profitable, I had to really sit down and talk to myself. Like, I had to really sit down and talk to myself when I first started being profitable because I was like, dude, this ain't fucking like, dude, it's not fun. This ain't fun. I was like, I really had to look in the mirror, like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, what are you doing? You're self sabotaging. You're getting complacent. You're no longer focused. That's when I had this is when that's when I learned that trading will bring out demons that you don't know exist. You don't know your demons exist. You'll find them out in trading. You will definitely find them out. As I shared before, I self sabotage. I would purposely fail accounts subconsciously just so I can start over again to rekindle that fire, that passion to be great. It's kind of like everybody has that I started from the mud story and I grew to greatness. Now, there's nothing wrong with it because everybody has to start somewhere. But that's just how I describe it. Like, it's like if you didn't come from the mud, like if you started off in the suburbs, nobody takes your story seriously. It's like, ah, nah, your father gave you $50,000 to start your business. Nobody want to hear that stupid shit. People would rather hear like, dude, I started with nothing. I had nothing in the cupboards. I had to suck in air just to fill up my belly. And I got tired of it. And when I got tired of sucking up air just to fill my belly, I was like, nah, I got to go out and get it. And I got it. People want to hear that story for some reason. And I think, not that I think, but now that I've experienced it myself, it's psychological. It's deeply rooted, at least for me. I was like, I can't believe I'm self-sabotaging. I can't believe that I'm blowing accounts purposely so I can start over again. And it felt weird, man. That shit felt weird. Winning felt weird because it felt too easy. And I know I kind of joke about the ES, but that's a part of it. That's a part of it. If Because I feel that the ES is too easy, when I win on the ES, I feel nothing. I don't even take it seriously. It doesn't even feel like a win because it's just so easy. The Nasdaq, man, you have to, I mean, there's so many variables. There's so many variables that you have to consider with the Nasdaq. That if you can get a win on the Nasdaq, it feels like, man, like, yo, I got paid on the Nasdaq. I trade the Nasdaq and she don't be taking my money. I be taking the money from the market from her. I mean, she be getting me sometimes, but I be getting that shit back. I be getting it back. And y'all guys see it when I lose. I don't know if y'all notice it, but I mean, there was a time where I turned into YOLO Sherm. I mean, everybody that that started with me know that, man. When YOLO Sherm came out, that YOLO demon, I was getting my money back, and I don't know what it is about that, dude. I don't know what it is. I'm getting my shit back. It's like that fire lights up, and I'm getting it back. You ain't gonna take shit from me. Yeah, I know, I gain weight. I know. That's why it's like, dude, I should just trade the ES and be a millionaire, but it doesn't feel like I earn it. It doesn't feel like it. It just doesn't. And that's just a part of that psychology. It's just a part of it. Because well, yesterday, at the end of the day, man, I was so pissed, man. I was so pissed. So here I was trying to set limits and try to catch this move up. So I caught it on the Nasdaq, but for some reason the ES, I mean, she would not fill my target. I was like, okay, so I saw when I came and looked at my charts, I saw that price was coming down. So I set my limit right down here for a retest of this low. You can see that she missed it and she bounced up. And then I was like, okay, well, she's gonna probably come back and test right here. And so I got in at 77, put my limit. You can see that she came down and bounced up. And I kept chasing her. And I was like, I can't chase her any further. I can't chase her. So I put my limit back here at the top of this range. And obviously she missed me. And I missed this whole entire move because she just would not fill my limit as she went up. And I was crying because I saw that she short squeezed up right back into the area that I was looking for. And I was like, damn, ES, why did you do me like that? Because normally you don't have to really chase ES because she's gonna tap this bottom a couple of times before she moves. But yesterday she just didn't do that for me, and that hurt my feelings. And then by the time she got going, it was just too high. I really couldn't I couldn't chase her. I mean, if I did chase her, I would have been profitable, but I mean, that's not a strategy on the ES. You just can't chase the ES. You really can't. And you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about with that low? That's that low I was looking at. But then at the same time, look at that. Look at what the Bears did just for the Bulls just to buy this thing right back up, man. just for the bulls to buy it right back up. You said the mud's dirty? Mm. Okay, so only people only listen if you say you have a shortcut. Give me a second, guys. So Knife Art, you said you have a trend line coming in at 268. This middle area is definitely pushing up right now, but I think you're pretty good with the entry. Yeah, I mean, like I said, yeah, I wanted to get in at this entry, but I think the market is gonna it could possibly touch down here for sure. Definitely touch down there. And then 268 was that high from yesterday. From yesterday, or no, yeah, from yesterday's session, yeah. So we'll see. I think we're gonna probably see some movement around like 2 o'clock. We'll see. I mean, they instantly bought this thing right back up. The Bears thought they were slick and try to and try to sell this damn thing. They thought they were slick, and the Bulls was like, "Nope, we waiting down here. We waiting down here. We waiting down here." Yeah, yeah. I agree, Knife Art. Yeah, I definitely agree. Like I said, man, I'm thinking that we're like I seriously will short this. I mean, if we break out above this range, then we're going to 405 for sure. And I think 405. So this is going to be my bias going into tomorrow. If I'll try to short it twice, and I think by the third time, I might as well try to short it the third time or just end it or call it. If we don't see a move down overnight and price continues to trade higher, I'm going to be looking. My first short will be to short 350. My second area that I'm going to want to try to short is going to be 405 because I'm pretty sure that they're going to run this 396 and they're going to touch this candle right here. This high at, oh, well, they touch 438 then, obviously. 420, 412. Probably like right here, 412 ish. As you can see that they kind of just draw it out so y'all guys can see it. Kind of right there. You see where they broke it down right there. So I'm going to be looking in that area for short. I mean, but if they keep pumping it, well, I'll just be wrong. Well, okay, so let me rephrase that. It's going to really depend on how strong the trend is and how strong the momentum to the upside is going to be. That's what's going to determine if I take that short. But I will take that short at 350 initially. I will take that short there. And then I can have this position to cover the cost if I'm wrong. Excuse me. Okay. But yeah, game weight, you should do it, man. Become a streamer. It's like, yeah, my name is Gain Weight. It's your boy Gain Weight. I just made $10 million. Light work. That's the stream right there. Millions of followers instantly overnight. All right, so let's see. So I mean, if price can get above these EMAs, which I mean, honestly, they should. I mean, I really don't see why they wouldn't. Because at this point, you got price above the 200 EMA. I mean, you got VWAP, you got the 50, the 21, and VWAP in this area. If we can see a breakout, then pull back and find support at the top of this range, you have all the EMAs below price, and we can see a move back up into this range at least. But you know what? Let me look at this. Let me look at this one last time before I get off. Let me just look at this one last time. Man, man, to do that. 793. 793. 793-ish. I guess what I'm trying to look for is kind of uh, an example of the previous price action that we have right now. If I'm going to be completely honest, if we don't see a move down right here above these highs, if price trades above these highs, then at 405 will probably be a better short. If price can trade above 405, we'll probably get to like, because I don't think they're going to take this high out. Not before CPI. I don't think they take this high out unless CPI is going to be a bearish event, which honestly, with elections in less than 30 days now, there's no way that this administration would allow that to happen. There's no way that they would allow that to happen. The world can literally blow up and the markets will still be green because it's an election year or we're closing in on the election. They wouldn't let it happen. Hmm. Okay. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep this position on. I got my targets right here. I'm gonna actually put this probably like at 40. Probably like four. Nah. I'll keep it where it's at. I'll keep it where it's at. If I get this target hit, this will pay for this trade will pay for this one. If I'm wrong. You said 335? Gain weight. I appreciate that we've met. I appreciate that we met, man. Virtually, at least. $40 with no activation fee, huh? That's funny. That's funny. All right, man. Let me just make sure. Hmm. I mean, that's definitely right there. That's definitely right there. Because that'll just probably be like a failed rotation down lower. 54. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay. Uh, mm. Mm. All right, NQ. If you're gonna hurt my feelings, just hurry up and do it. So, what if this thing bounces at exactly where it stops me out at? You saying they trying hard? I mean, the Bears are always trying. They're always trying and they always getting clapped. I mean, not even the ES Bears are selling this damn thing down. the clapping. Hmm. Okay, so let me look at this on the ES. I mean, I guess it could possibly go down here to 85, 80, 88, 85-ish. Guess it could. I mean, there's a little area consolidation. You got the 200 EMA at 90. I mean, let's see. I mean, you got people trying to come in at 90 on the ES, but I don't think that's gonna hold. I mean, it could, but price action kind of sucks at the moment. So, mm. Hold on, Dakota is short right now. Yeah. You know what? Here's what I'll do. I won't short the Nasdaq. I'm not going to short the Nasdaq. I'm going to short the ES. I'm shorting the ES. I'm gonna short the ES. Cause the Nasdaq ain't gonna hurt my feelings like that. She ain't gonna have me having no damn nightmares. She's not. I'm not having nightmares tonight. I'm shorting the ES. Yeah. Yeah. 813. 813. I'll probably put this like at, yeah, like right there. Yeah, like right there. That's where I'm shorting. Because I don't think price is gonna get too far away from these highs if it comes back up. If it comes back up. But I mean, the Bears might got this. If I get tapped into this trade right here, if I get tapped into it, I'm going to reduce my risk. Okay. 2350. Okay. All right. So we'll see what they do here. I'm going to keep my stop right where it's at. Because I mean, if they don't hold it right here, and I mean, we could see a bounce if it comes into this range. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not possible, but I'll just come back tomorrow morning and just get the money back. But they kind of need to come back in. If they're not coming back in at this area right here, then there's no telling what the hell they're going to do. You say you want to go down the hill? I mean, I think if price gets back up there, we short. But I mean, if we're getting the short now, then I'm definitely going to pay attention to what happens tomorrow, because we're going to probably get a lot of fuckery tomorrow for sure. We're going to probably get a lot of back and forth. Yeah. Yeah, because if they don't hold this up, they don't hold this, then there's no telling how far this thing can go. But I'm pretty sure we can possibly see price hold here. I guess if I was patient with my original entry, if I was patient here and just waited for this entry like I wanted, then my stop would be all the way down here. Mhm. Yeah, that would suck if that happens, man. That would suck, but I'm not gonna put any more risk on this. That would suck because that would mean that. All right, so that's the ES. All right, so let's look at this because obviously the bears got that moved down from the highs. Mm. 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 Can't wait. I don't trust that you were short. He was long on that. He was long with everybody else. He was long just like everybody else. I mean, if the price comes back all the way down here, I mean, I think they will kind of protect that low right there. Mm. All right, so let's see. I mean, I think they'll hold this. If they don't, I think this would be a $500 loss if because I moved my stop down 7 points. Or let me just put it right there underneath that low. It's be a 500 and something dollar loss because I moved it down 10 points. Because my stop's supposed to be at 30, but it's gonna probably be asked to get tapped. So I'll add a little bit of more risk to this just in case I'm not prematurely stopped out if I do get here. But at the same time, like man, if it gets here, I probably might even touch this range. Probably just might touch this range. So I'm just gonna have to hope that the bulls hold this right here. This is what I'm looking for the bulls to hold. This consolidation area right here. It looks like they holding, baby. It looks like they holding. I know you still long game weight. He's not tricking no damn body. He's trying to get people short. See, he's trying to squeeze them out of their positions. Gang weight is a bull. We don't believe when you say you're short. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for the bulls to hold. If we can get a move back up into the area where I think the market wants to go, I mean, obviously, I'll get majority of my targets hit on the way up, and if I'm wrong, I mean, at least I'll have one to run. Oh yeah, I'm taking the short on the ES. I'm not playing with the Nasdaq. I need to. I'm not having nightmares overnight. I'm not having nightmares overnight. So we'll see. We'll see if they'll hold. I think they should. Because if the Bears was going to knock this thing down, they would have done so already, but they haven't. They haven't. Mm. Yeah. You said on the 4 hour? I really don't even look at that at the time charts. Let me actually look at that. And knife art, yeah, I do agree. Because I was actually just looking at that just now. Actually, we might be good, man. I mean, especially if I got to remember to look at these damn golden zone or these fib charts. I mean, we finding support in this damn golden zone, or at least the bulls are trying. I mean, they can find support in this damn thing in this golden zone right here. I think we good. I mean, shit. This golden zone was resistance. They broke out of it. They turned it into support, and now it looks like they're going to use it as support again. Yeah, I need to start. I got to remind myself to reference these fib charts because as much as I hate it, they absolutely work. The fibs are very accurate. I mean, we can go back and look and see that. I mean, yeah, sometimes they get overshot, but for the most part, the golden fib and that 23%, the Nasdaq just loves these two fib levels for whatever reason. You can see price loves to react around that 23%, and it loves to react around that golden zone. And for the most part, if you just trade the 23% in the golden zone, it'll be super profitable. And I've already shared with you before. When I first started, when I was initially started getting payouts from UProfit, my only strategy was to short and go long at the 23%. That was my only strategy. For whatever reason, I added on to it when that strategy worked. but I would get in at the 23%. I would have a 27-point stop, and 9 times out of 10 that shit would work. I don't know why I changed it when the 23% was a valuable strategy. It was a consistent strategy. And they have a lot. They have the 21, they have VWAP, and they have the 50 EMA all sloping to the downside. You have the trend indicator saying that price is slowly grinding down. So that's what the bulls are going to have to defeat as price trades back up into this range. So just be mindful of that. I mean, if I lose, it's just a $500 loss. I mean, it's only $500. And I can easily get that money back tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. I find it hard to believe that people say that these institutional investors don't use fib levels and stuff like that. They just trade. Nah, I don't believe that. I mean, these fib levels, these ranges, these measured moves, they're too perfect for humans to do that. That shit is too perfect. I mean, I know that the algorithms move the market, but when people say like, yeah, the institutions don't use these tools, yeah, the fuck they do. If they're spending money on Bloomberg terminals, they use these tools. I don't want to hear none of that. But all right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I appreciate everybody that joined. I always do. We'll come back tomorrow morning. Hopefully, I'm in the green on this one, like we was last night, and we'll do this again tomorrow morning. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.